Disney. I can't do a good Harrison Ford impression. Speaking of which, no, yes, about Harrison Ford. You know, Harrison Ford has some great cinematic characters, like Jack Ryan, Rick Deckard, Han Solo. But most of all, probably his best, or most famous, probably his best, Indiana Jones. So ever since Disney has gotten available to make all the Lucasfilms rides they've wanted to, like Star Tours. However, they've also been able to make Indiana Jones rides. Many of them, in fact. And while they have made the adventure through dark rides, shows, and roller coasters, not all like, two of them. There's one adventure, one lost adventure he never got to do. Lost in the depths of Disneyland's jungle. That encompasses Disneyland's trail tracks and the special cruise that goes into its forest. It's time for all Indy to go on his lost expedition.
First off, who is Indiana Jones? That is the question. Who wrote this? I did. Anyway, to sum it up, Indiana Jones, played by Harrison Ford, is an adventurer who finds stuff like an ark, a holy something, a bloody heart, and aliens. All for the sake of history. The end. Joking aside, he's been a big Lucasfilm property, even as big as Star Wars, some would say. So, since Disney did so well with Star Tours, it was their time for George Lucas to allow them to make the Indiana Jones attractions they've always wanted, which would include the Indiana Jones Epic Spectacular at Disney World, the Indiana Jones et le Temple du Perle at Disneyland Paris, Indiana Jones and the Temple of the Crystal Eye at Disney Sea Tokyo, and Indiana Jones and the Temple of the Forbidden Eye at Disneyland in Anaheim, California. But at Disneyland, there would be more than you can imagine. Or could have imagined. Kind of lost the epicness there. Let's first look at the EMV attraction, creatively named Jeep Attraction. It was work in progress, alright? If it had to be continued, it would have most likely used the same type of EMV vehicles used in Forbidden Eye, Crystal Skull, and Animal Kingdom's Dinosaur. It would basically be you, the audience, riding in a Jeep through some of Indiana Jones' most famous moments, including the rolling boulder from the first movie, and many other movements. The second attraction would also be creatively named Ore Cart Attraction. It would have been a family roller coaster that took place in the finale of Temple of Doom, where you would be in minecarts along volcanic chasms. Lastly, the newly rethemed Jungle Cruise would have been rerouted to actually go inside the attraction, along with everything going on. Also, the Disneyland Railroad would have also gone in the attraction, near the top of the show building, going on a rickety old bridge. And if you look at this specific photo, you will see that there would have been a room in which the Jeep ride, the Ore Cart ride, the Railroad, and the Jungle Cruise would have all been going at once. How cool! But there is a reason why this is lost. You see, this sub-mini add-on land thing would quote-unquote break the bank. The now existing Indiana Jones adventure cost around $100 million, and I would guess Temple du Peru would cost just a bit less, probably around $65 million. So adding in more theming of the area, which would be around $20 million, new parts to the railroad, which would be about $5 to $50 million, and rerouting and retheming the Jungle Cruise, which would be about $20 million. Add extra $25 million for anything unknown to us, leading to about $200 to $250 million. Also, there was another attraction in the pipeline competing to be made by other Imagineers. It was formerly called Zippity Dee River Run, but now it's famously called Splash Mountain. Since Zippity... Actually, it's too long. How about Zad-er? Yeah, sorry. Since Zad-er was a cheap log flume ride that could use animatronics from America Sings, it was simply the better option to choose. So former Disney CEO Michael Eisner picked Zad-er over Indy. But over time, Temple du Pedal, Stunt Spectacular, Crystal Skull, and Forbidden Eye did get made, so not all was lost. In fact, this line was also made for Paris, but got shot down for those same reasons previously stated. Also, there is an attraction in Disney Seatopia named Raging Spirits, which is similar to the Orcar attraction, and it is next to Crystal Skull, making this the closest thing to the Indy land. So now, these plans lay lost. The Lost Expedition is now lost. But luckily, this planned arc of the Lost Expedition is closed